Hey everyone, Desiree here. So in this video, I am going to do my One Book July recap, and I am going to talk about the planners I'm going to be using as we move forward into fall. Now, One Book July was kind of a bust for me this year. I started off strong and then just kind of fizzled out mid-month in July. Now, I did do a lot of journaling, and I used this traveler's notebook, and things were going really well. But I just kind of lost motivation as time went on, and I don't think that has anything to do with this particular journal or the challenge itself. I think it had more to do with just where my head was at, and I did not do the bullet journal, I guess, challenge or version of One Book July this year, because I'm not really a bullet journaler. I've tried it and it just doesn't work for me. And so I think I just kind of felt like I was out of the loop this year. I felt like I wasn't kind of part of the group, so to speak. So anyway, that was pretty much the gist of what happened for me for July. However, I am still going to be doing journaling. I will still use this traveler's notebook as my journal, and I'll just journal for when I feel like I want to or need to, and then if I don't, no big deal. I'll just pick it up again whenever the time works. But now that we've discussed that, let's move into the journals I'm going to be using, or I shouldn't say journals, the planners I'm going to be using as we move into fall. Now, I still have these planners that I've shared with you guys many times, and that everything's working for me. However, I think the other thing that kind of created a shift in me is I have decided to really get clear on my budgeting, on my spending, on my finances, and really focus on getting out of debt. Now, I have paid off a couple of credit cards. However, I still have some student loans that I'm working on. I do have a car loan and stuff like that. I do have some smaller store credit cards. But I just realized that I had been just really not, just not focused on taking care of my finances. So as you may or may not have noticed, my spending on planner stuff has really slowed down, and in some cases has just kind of stopped altogether. I didn't buy any of the new Happy Planner stuff. I bought a couple of the new planners from Walmart, which I showed in my last video, and I think buying those was less than $20, but I have not purchased anything new since then. I have been shopping my stash. I've been using what I already own, and it's been working out great. So let me go ahead and show you what I got going on here. Now, for my main everyday planner, I'm still using this Happy Planner. I forgot the name of this, Moonchild or something like that. It's working out really well. This goes all the way to December of 2019. So when the year ends, I will not be buying another one of these planners. I have so many planners that I'm just not using, and that I'm just not, that's just really just taking up space. So I've decided that I'm not going to buy another Happy Planner going into 2020. I do have plans to buy an Erin Condren. However, that could change just depending on where I'm at by the time Black Friday rolls around, or by the time January rolls around, because I do have a lot of planners, and I do have enough to where I wouldn't need to spend any more money if I didn't want to. Now let me talk about what else I got going on. Now, I have been using my Passion Planner. Now, I bought this when they had the flash sale, when the planners were like only $1. This is a dated 2019 Passion Planner. I got it in, I think, June, and I've been using it. I used it all through July, or maybe I got it, did I get it in June? I can't remember. Anyway, I used it all throughout July as my main budget planner, and this is what's working for me really, really well as far as me sticking to a budget, getting on track with my money. I have been following the Budget Mom's budget system. She has a cash envelope system. She has, well, she kind of combines 3 systems into one. And if you're familiar with the Budget Mom, you already kind of know what I'm talking about. She does the budget by paycheck method, and she also does a zero cash budget. And so that's what I've been doing. I've been tracking all of my spending in here. I just closed out my July budget yesterday, and now I am moving into my August budget, and that's kind of another reason why I've been so focused on not spending so much on planner stuff, because I'm so motivated and I'm so determined to really get my money on track. Now, I don't know how much I can show you on this, but because I'm still not fully comfortable sharing, my income and my bills and my expenses. But the way I have it, the way it's working for me is I have Sunday through Saturday here, and I write down all the expenses that I spend for that particular day. And then when I get to the end of the week, I total and categorize all of my spending. And then when I get towards the end of the month, I keep track of everything. And if I can find a way to share that with you without having to reveal all of my personal information, I will try and do that. But if you are curious about, how it works, just look up the Budget Mom. I'll leave a link to her channel in the description of this video. And she's very, very inspiring and motivating. And I have to tell you, I've tried so many budget systems and so many methods, and hers has been the one that I've actually been able to grasp and see progress with. So anyways, I use this planner. I don't use her printables or her planner, but I do the exact same thing that she does and that she teaches. I just do it in my Passion Planner. Now I'm also using my Erin Condren Hardbound for my business planner, and this is working really, really well. I love this planner, and I'm very sad that it's not coming back for 2020 as far as I know. And I love the paper, I love the layout, I love decorating, with stickers. I love the space, everything about this planner I just love. So that's kind of the reason why I'm on the fence about buying another Erin Condren for 2020, because if this isn't an option, I could try the coil bound. I just hate coil bound planners, and I don't want to spend money on something that I'm not really going to love and wholeheartedly use like I do this one. If you're interested in seeing a flip through on how I use this planner, I can do that, and it just works. It just really, really works, and I love it. So I'm going to continue using this throughout the end of the year, and like I said, I'll make a decision on Black Friday if I'm going to buy a coil bound, or maybe by some stroke of magic genius luck, she will have the hardbound planners available again. Now the last planner, or I shouldn't even really call it a planner, but is my Power Sheets. Now I completely fell off track with this as well. And what I've realized is, I've realized that if there's a lot of steps involved to do something, I tend to get overwhelmed, or I tend to get frustrated, and then I don't follow through. Now the Power Sheets, let me tell you, this is a really, really good goal setting workbook. However, it's so, I want to say it's so detailed that it creates a lot of overwhelm. It's not something you can just decide and jump right in. You really have to take the time to think. You really have to take the time to write stuff down. Then you really have to take the time to break it all down. Then you have to decide what you're going to do for the month. Then you have to prioritize. There was just so many steps, and I just got overwhelmed, and I just didn't finish, and I just did not continue on with it. However, I do believe in the system. I do believe in the method. And I'm going to finish what I started because I did start it. I did start it. I just didn't follow through with it in July like I had intended to. So I'm just going to pick up where I left off and move through August, with what I've already worked on up until now. And I'm going to try and just maybe not make the goal so big. Maybe just focus on something that is a little bit more manageable and that doesn't make me feel overwhelmed and anxious if I can't accomplish it all. Plus, I don't want to spend any more money on anything because I'm really focusing on my big goal, which is to pay off some debt. And then I want to build my savings. So anyway, that's where this is. I know a couple people had asked me about an update on how I'm liking these and what I thought about it. And because I kind of fell off the wagon, I wasn't able to follow up on that. But I just wanted to let you guys know where this is at and where I'm at is in relation to this. So that's the power sheets. And like I said, so far everything is continuing on. And, it's working. It's working for the most part. I'm really enjoying not spending any more money because I like, once you start tracking your expenses and you see exactly how much you're spending and where your money's going, it's a huge wake-up call. At least it was for me. And I've been shopping my stash in the sense that I just don't need to buy anything else. I have a bazillion planners, a bazillion notebooks, a bazillion stickers, a bazillion washi tapes. I have everything I need. And yes, it's hard not to get distracted by the pretty new stuff, but at the same time, when you have your goal very clearly defined and you can see yourself moving towards it, it's a huge motivator to just keep going. So that is it with my One Book July update and my planner plans for August, or I should say probably for fall, as we move forward towards the end of the year. Of course, I will update you guys and let you know of any more changes, and I think that's it for now. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to drop those down in the comments below, and if you're not subscribed, please make sure you do so because I do have a lot more videos to come. All right, everyone, thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I'll see you in the next video.